How do you overcome a listing appointment where the seller is driven on your commission, no matter the value? Is that right, William?
Yeah, that's right. So I can kind of tell you the story. I went to FISBO. I was on a listing appointment with him. Everything went well, but he kept on like harping on the numbers, which drove what he wanted, bottom line. So, and then I went on another listing appointment. It was kind of the same thing, because there's other people obviously in our market that will do it for anything, you know? So how do you kind of overcome that, I guess?
Let's role play it. I'm gonna show you, and through showing you, I'm gonna teach you. Is that cool?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I know what you're asking. Like the literal side of our brain is like, show me the math, show me the numbers. But the one thing that you and everybody else has to realize is that your job is to sell the perception of value. And do you know how to do that?
No, you could explain.
Yeah. So let me give you the value equation. Okay. There's really two things. There's two parts that are included in the value equation. Okay. It's increasing certainty and decreasing risk. These are the two parts on how we create value, the perception of value. And if I had a whiteboard behind me, I could draw it out, but let me explain. The closer these two things are, the less value you guys are creating in the eyes of the seller. Like the less certain they are and the more risk, the less perceived value you're delivering. The further these things out, William, you can create. And the bigger hole in the middle represents how much value you're giving the seller. And remember the two parts of the value equation. One is to increase the seller's certainty, and one is to decrease the seller's risk. Okay. So when it comes to commission, we need to do the exact same thing. So if we're role playing, I'm going to ask you a simple question. Okay. And I'm going to ask you first, I'm going to say, William, let me ask you this. There would be hundreds of real estate agents willing to come in your home, discount the commission, if it meant you were going to sell, or if it meant that you were going to list their home with you. Can I share with you why that might be a massive red flag?
Sure.
Okay. First off, that's called a hook. Okay. I want to spark your curiosity. The way I deliver that, I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram story yesterday. I said, it's not about what you know. It's about how you communicate what you know. It's not about the words you say, it's about how you deliver the message, right? You've heard me say that time and time and time again, because what you're not going to win with the seller to say you shouldn't work with an agent that discounts their commission. Like that doesn't work. You would agree with that, right? It's not very compelling.
No.
It's not very convincing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now I say, well, William, let me ask you a question. I'm positive that there are hundreds of real estate agents willing to come in, meet with you, discount their commission, if it meant that you were going to list your home with them. Can I share with you why that's a red flag, or why that should be a red flag? The sellers always say yes, right? Well, number one, do you believe that if you hired 10 real estate agents, because now step 2 of this is altering their beliefs. Are you ready? William, if you hired 10 real estate agents to sell this house, do you believe that all 10 agents would sell it for the exact same price, or do you think there'd be a difference?
There'd probably be a difference.
There's a massive difference. Tell me why.
I guess because what they know, I guess, in the business, or how experienced they are, I guess, or, their value of what they provide, I guess, would make the big difference, right?
Yeah. What else? That's one. Tell me more. Why else do you think one agent is able to sell a house more than another person?
Maybe they're not used to selling. Maybe they're a buyer's agent and they were presented to you and they just never sold a home before, and they've only dealt with buyers, so they don't understand the process, possibly, or the marketing, or whatever the case may be.
And there's a million other. Would you agree?
Yeah. I could go.
There's a ton. That's the point. The point is there's a ton. So you see how I did that? I'm coming in at a role play. So for those of you that are, just stick with me because I'm going to move fast. So there's a ton, right? There's a ton of reasons why. And so the thing that I get concerned with is if an agent is demonstrating to you that they cannot negotiate, like they've proven it to you, they can't even negotiate their own income. And I want you to be completely honest with me. Do you believe that they're going to negotiate your equity any differently? And be 100% honest.
Yeah. I mean, if they would negotiate their equity differently. No.
My question is, if they've demonstrated to you that they cannot even negotiate their own.
Oh, got it.
They were in here and they just went down to the bottom. You saw it, you experienced it. Do you think when you're not looking that they're going to be able to negotiate your equity behind your back?
No, they won't be able to negotiate. They won't be able to.
They've already proven that they can't negotiate. They've already proven it to you, because let's face it, the only thing that you have to go on when you hire an agent is what you're experiencing at these meetings. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, that's right.
You have no idea what's going to happen after you hire somebody. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Exactly right. And so what you have to do is, what am I experiencing? What do I believe is going to happen when this meeting is over? Because if you are going to make a decision based on whatever agent told you the lowest commission, that would cost you thousands and thousands of dollars because of what we just said. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes
Do you
sense.
think that's a possibility?
Yeah, that's a possibility.
All right, that's one thing. Let me share another. So that's one red flag. The other red flag, William, is this. When you look at how real estate commissions are structured, okay, at a tradition, the reason why a traditional commission is 6% is for one reason. Do you know how it works?
No, not really. I just know it's high.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree. Let me explain to you why it is structured the way it is structured, and you might find value in this. So traditionally speaking, 3% is going to go to each agent that represents the buyer and seller. You probably are aware of that, yes?
Yes.
So if we take that 3% and we say, okay, well, what occurs with that money? Here's how it works. 1%, William, goes to the realtor's broker as a part of them working with that firm. Okay, that's a traditional average commission split. 1% is what the agent uses to market the property, get professional photos, and position the home in a way that buyers are willing to overpay, which is exactly what you want. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right.
And then that last percent is the agent's income before taxes, before expenses. My question for you, and you seem like an extremely intelligent man, is if an agent is going to discount their commission, do you believe in your soul that the broker, their broker, is going to get their cut?
Yes, they'll get their cut.
1,000,000%. Do you think the agent's going to pay themselves?
Of course, yes.
So what is the thing the agent is missing?
The whatever it costs to put the house on the market, probably.
To market the house.
Market the house.
You told me what you cared about was netting the most money in your pocket. Is that still true?
Yeah, that's true.
So my question is, if you hire an agent that does no marketing, do you think that's going to get you the most money in your pocket?
Yeah, I think so.
You think it will? So if an agent spends no money in marketing at all.
No, I'm sorry. No. Yeah.
It absolutely doesn't.
No.
But in the beginning, your mindset, and if I was you, I probably would think the same thing. If I hire an agent, they charge me less commission. That means I get more money. It's quite the contrary now that you can see. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So my recommendation is this. Because everything we've talked about, do you believe that I can get your property sold at a premium and get buyers to overpay for your home based on our meeting today?
Yeah, I think it's a possibility.
All right. Now, if you believe that, I feel 100% confident that I can. And here's the best part. If there's ever a day, William, where you feel differently, you'll be able to fire me at any time, leaving me with nothing. Because how is it that I make money from this transaction? Tell me, there's only one way.
By selling the home.
And if I don't sell the home, how much money will I bring home to my wife and my 3 daughters? And it starts with a zero.
Zero.
So now do you believe that I have a same vested interest as you in getting the property sold for the highest dollar amount? Because at that closing table, the only way you're going to refer me to people that you care about is if I do a kick-ass job for you. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
And if I suck, how many people are you going to refer to me?
Probably none if you suck.
Zero. Let's be honest. None, zero. You're probably on social media saying, don't hire this. This guy's a turd, right? That's probably what you would do. And so you can see through this conversation that, you know, who the obvious choice may be. And so what I'm asking for is an opportunity to show you. And if you feel comfortable and confident, my recommendation is that we move forward. Fair enough?
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So that's a real deal seller conversation. I didn't shortchange you. That's what I say.
Yeah, I like it. I like that you pulled out the red flags and you're kind of like telling them, like you're breaking it down so where they can understand it. You know what I mean? And the purpose behind it.
This is called selling frameworks.
Okay.
Remember I said, William, we have to do two things to provide value. Do you remember what they were? There's two parts of the equation value. Let's rewind the clocks. One is what? Increase certainty.
Okay.
Two was decrease risk.
Risk.
Dude, you should write that down, by the way. That's
okay,
what you're trying to do. The further those two things go apart, the more value is being added. So in that role play, you can see as I sold the frameworks on how I was giving you more certainty that I was the right guy and giving you more certainty that hiring an agent willing to discount their commission was a bad idea. You saw how I did that, yes?
Yes.
And then I lowered the risk by delivering our value proposition, which is our no handcuff listing. So I decrease your risk. You have nothing to lose. I increase your certainty by telling you, listen, the only way I get paid is by doing my job. The only way I get referrals is by me doing a great job. And so these two things were all designed to get you to believe or increase your certainty that I was the right agent and decrease your risk of making that decision to move forward with me now.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. I feel like I run into that conversation a lot here because obviously the desperation to work with sellers is a lot higher than before. So you see people discounting their rate or just doing one solid price point. So then these FSBOs are like harping on the price being lower. So now I understand what you say is like, you're kind of breaking it down to where they're understanding why you're able to provide value at this price versus the other agent and how they're going to lose out on the opportunity, right?
Yes, I want you to get the seller to change their worldview that hiring an agent that charges less than 6% means they net less.
Okay.
Dude, that is like earth-shattering, hopefully for you, like career-changing information. You have to get them to believe that if an agent says they discount it, to be the red flag going off in their head. Like, oh, bad, you're bad, I can't hire you. Instead of what most sellers think right now is when an agent discounts their commission, that it's a good idea for them to do that. Yeah. That's that commission response, and that's what it's designed to do.
Yeah, because I feel like anytime you're trying to give value, the value doesn't matter sometimes for them. They're just harped on that 1%. And since you're showing them like the negativity of hiring another agent, it gives you more of gives them a better perception of why it's a bad idea, basically. So,
I'm going to tell you why. When you say provide value, everybody listen, dude, you guys should be like pinned to the screen right now. Like, I'm telling you, William, when you say provide value and them not caring, you're talking about tactics and strategies, professional photos, home warranties, shit like that. Am I right?
Yeah.
You're commoditizing yourself. You are going to lose every single time. When you sell a commodity by like, we offer this, so we charge that. We offer this and we charge that. That's called a commodity. You do not want to be in the commodity sales business, right? So you're selling perceptions of value. And that's what I just did, right? You're not going tit for tat. Well, he said he's going to rub my feet. I'll rub both feet and charge the same. They're going to rub both my feet and charge less. Dude, you're going to lose every time. You have to change their worldview on why hiring an agent that charges less money is bad for them. That is a winnable battle. That is where you spend all of your time.